Thank you for joining us at the Adopt a Pet Show. My name is Brandy, and we have our special guest, Robin, here. She's in charge of her kitties, so all the kitties that you're going to be seeing today, she's the one that takes care of them. So, but now I'm stealing her to help me with the dogs today. So, because we do have several dogs that we need help finding new forever homes for, and one is our little guy here, Howie. Howie does have to be the only dog. Don't let the size fool you, but he is such a good boy. As you can tell, you pet him and he just melts right into your arm. Just to let you know, he is part Chihuahua and part healer. If you know anything about healers can be a little nippy. So just with playing or nothing to be aggressive, just playing wise. Yeah, they hurt. So he does do that. I would say I have been under quarantine for that, but like I said, it was not aggressive by all means. He is one happy boy, but definitely has to be the only animal. And he loves his treats. So you've got to come on down. We are at 2610 Sweetwater Avenue. We're right off the 95 in Acoma by the Maverick. I don't even have to say new because they've been there for a while. So it's right next door to the Maverick. Now our adoption hours are Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5:15. If you have donations that you want to drop off at the Humane Society, our office hours are from 8 o'clock to 5:30. So if you have donations that you want to bring in, or even surrenders, unfortunately, I hate saying that, but we'll get to another story on that. So come on down and see Howie. Howie is ready for adoption, and he is just waiting for you guys to come on down and take him out. Yes. So I want to introduce you to a dog that I just cannot believe how old he is. This little guy is 12 years old. He just had a major dental done, but he is full of it. He was brought from White Mountains shelter, and this poor guy, he's been brought back because of his energy level. He gets adopted thinking he's 12 years old. He'll be low energy, relaxed. He's like a puppy. I had a second guess on his age because of he's ridiculous. He just wants to play. That's all he wants. Second guess on his age because of he's ridiculous. He just wants to play. That's all he wants to do is he just wants to play. So, I mean, if you guys come and see him, and if you think he's 12 years old and he's an old dog, his teeth are immaculate. He just had a major dental done. He's feeling amazing. So he plays like a little kid. So nothing stops this guy, except for the mopping thing that's going. So if you are looking for a small dog, and he's a terrier mix, he rarely sheds. We've had him at events, and he just plays, nonstop plays. You have to have toys. So come on down to the Western Arizona Humane Society. This little guy is waiting, and I know there's someone out there that wants a small dog that just wants to play. He would be the one for you. So come on down and adopt Buddy today. And this is Abby, girl. Hi, Abby. Oh, Abby. Abby is about a year old. She is a Shepherd Lab mix. I think they have her as like a pit bull mix. There's no pit bull. So, I mean, every dog, if you think about it, every dog has pit bull in it. But she is, look at it. She's just a baby. She just wants her belly rub. You can tell she's had babies. But you know what? She is a big baby herself. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys because she just wants her belly rub. You can tell she's had babies. But you know what? She is a big baby herself. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys because we have been getting a lot of strays in. And it's pretty sad because we're getting strays that are being brought from the dump, that are being brought from the desert. And it's so sad because we're right here. We don't deny any animals as long as if the animals are yours, you just have to have proof that you are in the city limits for us to take them. But to leave them out in the desert, you're expecting this animal to be chewed up by a coyote or another wildlife. Or what's even worse is the heat. The heat it's here, so it's coming. And that's just, to me, it breaks my heart that people are doing that. So you have lovely animals just like Abby here that are being just dumped off around the, Havasu, and other areas right off the 95. And it's very sad because these animals are just like babies, like what you have at your home. So with that, if you have an animal that you're unable to keep, please bring him down to the Humane Society. We're located at 2610 Sweetwater Avenue. We don't want these animals to be in danger, so we will please bring them so we can take them in. Just dogs like Abby, I mean, you just look how sweet and happy it is. And you have dogs like this being abandoned out there. So with that, come down and adopt Abby. She is a happy family looking girl, our dog that is just looking for her forever home, and she smells something in my drain. So so come on down and adopt this wiggle butt today, because she is ready for adoption. You got a bubble butt. Abby got a bubble butt. And this is Shorty. Believe it or not, Shorty was another stray, and he has a really weird story. Someone had taken him and threw him in and put him in someone else's back of their truck. Instead of bringing him to the shelter, they put him in the back of a truck, and when the gentleman came out, he found a dog in the back of his truck. And then here's Shorty. So now Shorty's with us. Thank goodness, Shorty is an English Bulldog. We're not sure how he gets along. Oh, watch out. We're not sure how he gets along with other animals because he's still new. He is scheduled he needs to have an eye surgery done. Because with English Bulldogs, they have these weird eyelids that have to be surgically corrected. So our vet here is going to do that surgery. As you can tell, we have so many happy kids here. And like I said, how they can be abandoned the way some of these are abandoned is amazing. He is he's part pig, part dog. He snorts. I love it how he snorts. Get him to snort again. Oh, no. Look at it. Oh, there it goes. Oh, no. So Robin's going to try to get him to roll on his back because he snorts so loud. It's like a pig. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh! How can you? I know there's English Bulldog lovers out there here because I've seen so many that has come through our vet clinic. So this little guy needs a home. If you know anything about English Bulldogs, this is the worst breed to have in Havasu. Only because if you leave them outside, they have such a short snout that it's hard for them to breathe the heat. Other than that, you don't have to worry about them. So come on down. This boy is ready to go, and he's just a big baby waiting for some more belly rubs. Huh, Shorty, Shorty. And this is Whiskey. Now, Whiskey, she is like a lab, I always say lab mix. She has a little special lump on her head. It doesn't hurt her, it doesn't bother her. It's just her special bump. I call it the button. It's her little button to turn her off. But she is about 4 years old, and she's been here for a little while. Now, she's another dog that does need to be the only animal. Only if we knew what happened to these dogs and why some dogs are just born that way, but there's some that are not socialized with other animals. So they don't really know what to do when they're around other animals. We have staff members that do a really good job on socializing them and getting them to work with other animals, which is wonderful. You see that little noggin thing on her head. But let me tell you, she is one special girl. And we're going to start trying to take her to events to work with her with being other animals and being around people, because she can be very shy around people. I'm not pulling on her tail. So come on, it looks like I'm holding onto her tail like driving her. So come on down. We're going to try to get as many dogs on here, but she just, as you can see, Whiskey is just full of kisses. There's no mean body or bone in this body. I can't talk because her tongue's in my mouth. So come on down. Whiskey is ready to go, and let's give this girl a shot. Shot. Whiskey. Yeah. Now this is Willow. Willow is about 3 years old. She's a little girl. And Willow is a Dobie mix. Really tiny, I think. She's very small. I don't recommend small kids with her because she's a little shy. So we don't really know how she is around kids. We have people that work with her, because at first you could not even be near her. So a lot of staff members and a lot of volunteers, which we always can use volunteers. If you're interested, come on down to the Humane Society. Talk to Kristen. She's our volunteer coordinator. But this is what happens. We get volunteers in. They work with the animals to make them adoptable, because a lot of these dogs don't know what humans are. So they're very, very scared, huh? Yes. So if you are interested in this sweet little girl, and if you have a calm house where you can actually work with her, come on down to the Humane Society, Western Arizona Humane Society. Don't forget, we are located at 2610 Sweetwater Avenue, right off the 95 Anacoma. I almost said the 2nd Street behind Food City. So come on down. This little girl needs that special home where they can work with her. Every special animal here at the shelter needs something, and she needs love. So come down and adopt Willow today. My scared little girl. Yeah. And this is Ozzy. Ozzy can't tell what's a treat and what's my finger. Ozzy is, no, he is just a young guy. Yes, he is. And Ozzy does have to be the only animal. As you can tell, we have quite a few dogs that have to be, what happened to you? Have to be the only animal. Once again, we don't know why, but that's what we find out, huh? Yes. He is a really good boy. He loves his toys. Yes, he does. Whoa, get it. Get it. What happened to your ears? He's just a young little boy. Just to let everybody know, we have a play yard that we do ask everybody to bring your dog in to do a meet and greet. We want to make it we want it to be a forever home, not a temporary home. So I know a lot of people fall in love with these dogs and they want to take them. They say, oh, we'll work with them when they get home. We have we get some traumatizing stories when they do take them home, because they lie on the application to find out they do have another dog, and to also find out they're going to have a really big vet bill because they weren't being honest. So come on down. Watch his toes on the back. They're weird. They go up.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's weird. So come on down. Adopt Ozzy. Sorry, I get so amazed by these dogs. Adopt Ozzy. He's a little kid just waiting to get adopted. And bring me some toys while you're at it. Yeah. So come on down and adopt Ozzy today. Yes. Good boy. Oh, where did that get it? And this is our horse. This is an Adopt a Horse show today. This is Egypt. Egypt is a Catahoula mix. Actually, Egypt was born here at the shelter 60 years ago and was adopted. It was a very sad situation why he was brought in, and I feel so bad for the owners. But he is such a good boy. Let's not see the other end.
Yeah, we don't
want to see that end. Yeah, see the beautiful, the handsome boy. He is potty trained. He's good with kids. He's good with everything. We do ask you to do a meet and greet with other dogs, of course, because we want to make sure. But Egypt is a big boy that knows how to walk in the leash very well. And he does seriously miss having his family. So you want that perfect house dog, even though he's a big boy, he can fit in any vehicle and he would be your best friend. So come and adopt Egypt today. I get you, I get you, I get you, I get you. And this is Goofy. Goofy is a year old and he's a little boxer mix, his little tail. Robin's doing an amazing job on keeping them just playing and happy. Look at that stub tail. It just goes. It just does not stop. Goofy is another doggy that we have some of the dogs that we are out of room up front. So you won't see some of these dogs in the adoption kennel. They're in the back kennels, which we are trying to move them up to make them more viewable for the customers to find new homes. So if you are looking for a certain dog and you don't see a dog, or if you see a dog on the TV show today and you don't see it in the adoption kennel, make sure you ask up front or a staff member to come and to see the animal, because they might be in the back. So Goofy is a year old. He is another playful little guy. I think he would be great with kids, and I really do recommend doing meet and greets with kids and other animals, because like I said, we don't know half the stories on these animals. So come on down to 2610 Sweetwater Avenue and adopt this little boy. I want to put sunglasses right there. Adopt this boy. He is ready to go. And don't forget, his name is Goofy. Yay! And this is Miss Daisy. Oh, Daisy, can you sit? Can you sit? Daisy's very nervous. She's one of our new ones that's here. She's another one we're working with. The owner had told us that she can be very protective of the family, but if you know anything about healers, that's what they do. Very loyal breed. They are doing their job. Oh, look at that tail. I got that tail. They are very protective over the family, and like I said, that is their job. That's what they do. I have healers myself. I love the breed myself, and let me tell you, if you want an animal that is always by your side, she would be right there. As you can tell, she is very shy right at this time. She's been around kids. She's not very fond of cats, so which that's typical for healers. That's why I have a bunch of cat posts in my house, because my cat jumps and hides from the dogs, and then she goes down and jumps on top of them and beats them up. She's a smart cat. But they said that she does pick on the cats. She's good with smaller dogs. She's great with kids, very potty trained. She's just very nervous being in the shelter, because it is a very loud shelter right now. So we also want to let everybody know we have PetSmart. It's going to be on May 31st from 10 to 1. We have a couple of adoption events that are going to be coming up. We have Planet Fitness. We also have Haven Health that's going to be coming up. I'll get you those dates on each of those. But we're still, even though we're going into summer, we still are doing indoor events to get these animals adopted. So come on down. As you can see, this sweet girl Daisy, she needs a home. She's scared to death here, so she needs to go back home so she can feel more comfortable being in her own bed again. Huh, Miss Daisy? Yeah. And this is our special guest, Piper. Piper is a year old, and she is a Rottie mix. I think she's Rottie Dobie. She has that Dobie tail. Yes, she does. Oh, God. She just wants to get hugs and kisses. Oh, sorry. Forgot about the mic. But she just loves, look at that. Oh, she just wants her cuddles. Now, we are going to, so I have my cheat sheet. We are going to be at Planet Fitness on May 21st. And from 10 to 1. And we are going to be on the inside of Planet Fitness. Sorry, that was really wet. Inside of Planet Fitness, and this is going to be our first adoption event there. So we're kind of excited to be there. So if you guys want to, if you're a volunteer or was a volunteer, come and join the team, because the more animals we have, the more volunteers we have, more animals that we can take. Just like this little girl, Piper. So make sure you come down, and if you're not a volunteer, sign up today. Come on down to 2610 Sweetwater Avenue. Sign up for any of the events that we have, that we're going to be having this month, because we have quite a few of them. And come and adopt these babies, because let me tell you, we have a full house of doggies that need your help. So come and adopt Piper today. Yay, Piper! Oh, my girl. And this is Blue. Blue has gotten quite chunkier since he's been here. Some of the dogs, just like if you guys all remember our Angus, some of them don't lose weight at all. They gain weight. Sophie was another one. He is 3 years old. We don't recommend small children and other animals. He likes to be the only child of the house. He is a big moose. He's a Weimaraner mix. So he, as you know, he was here at one time and he was brought back just because he is a heavy boy. He has a lot of energy. He's a big boy. He's not a small dog. So he's going to take some strength. He's going to take, you know, he's just a big baby and he doesn't realize what his size is. A lot of these larger dogs, they think they're about 5 pounds. So they don't realize that they're just big enough where they don't fit in your lap just quite. Yes. But he is fully potty trained. He's a good boy. He just needs to be the only 4-legged friend in the family. So if you want this big old boy where you can put a saddle on him, just come on down. I'm getting all kinds of licks today. Yes, I'm full of kisses. Come on down to 2610 Sweetwater Avenue. This love bug is just waiting for you. Look at, he's just nuzzling right into my heart. So come on down. Don't forget our adoption hours are Monday through Saturday. And they are from 10, ooh, look at that big old hair, 10 to 5:15. Big old hairball. Come and see this big Blue. He is waiting for you. Yes. And this is Cece. Cece is one of our, I think we have her as a healer, Catahoula, Aussie mix. Catahoula. So she's a smaller version of a Catahoula. She's about 3 years old. She's very shy, but we have employees just like Robin that has been working with her. She also, she has the most beautiful eyes. If you can only see, she has these ice blue eyes. She does not get along with other animals. She does have to be the only dog. But she is the biggest sweetheart. She's, like I said, she can be very, oh yay, she ate the treats. She can be a little sensitive. So being around kids, I don't recommend. I just don't know how her reaction is going to be, only because she's so scared herself. But other than that, she is just, look at her. She's just so sweet. You want to come and say hi? Look at them. Say hi, my love. So come on down. We are located at 2610 Sweetwater Avenue. Don't forget, we do have a Facebook page, and it's the Western Arizona Humane Society. Or you can go to our website, which is www.westernarizonahumane.org. You can see all the events that are going on, any animals that are up for adoption. Even if you would like to donate, you can always use our website. So come on down and adopt Cece. She is a little girl that's just waiting for that special home. Yes, good girl. And this, whoa, this is Roxy. Roxy is our 4-year-old Mastiff. She's so quiet. She's very, very mellow in her kennel. She's very mellow, but she has the biggest, juiciest kisses. Yes, he does. He gives a wicks. Yes, he does give the wicks. Oh, she's so sweet. We have several events coming up. We do have PetSmart that's going to be on May 31st from 10 to 1. We also are going to be Planet Fitness, which that is going to be on the 21st from 10 to 1. These are all adoption events that we're going to be getting these animals out to try to, get them out there to get them adopted. If not, they get a day out in the sun, and not much sun because we will be having the events indoors since it's so hot. Haven Health will be there on May 16th. That is on this side of town, and that is also 10 to 1. Now, just a big reminder, it is going to be summertime, and the heat is going to be here. So please make sure if you're a dog walker out there, you got to realize early in the morning, even though it's a beautiful 80 degrees, that blacktop is going to be really hot. So anytime that when the heat and when we get into the 3 digits, walking time is usually about 6 o'clock in the morning when the sun is not up. If you have dogs that you do keep outdoors, I don't recommend it, but it's done anyway. We highly recommend using a plastic kiddie pool. Put it in shade, that way they are to be kept cool. Also a blanket or a dog bed outside, that way they're not laying on the hot rocks or cement. So and don't forget, we also accept aluminum cans here at the Humane Society. If you can't donate money, donate those cans, because every can is worth a penny or more. So, and make sure you put the cans in the bag. Just don't dump them in that donation thing, because it is really hard. And also, we have staff members like Robin that are allergic to bees. The bees swarm over them really bad. So we have a lot of little critters and a lot of kitties that we would love to show you that are up for adoption. We have turtles, bunnies, guinea pigs, and beautiful kitty cats that are looking for their home. And don't forget, we have our beautiful Roxy here that is waiting for you to come in. Our hours are Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5:15. So don't forget, we are open 6 days a week. There's no excuse for you not to come in and adopt today. So with that, we are off to see the kitties, the wonderful kitties of Waz, and we will see you in a couple weeks. Bye. Say bye, Mom.